Welcome back, everybody. I'm going to start a new series of videos to follow the repairs of my Can-Am Spyder. I have a feeling that this is going to make a very interesting story. We'll see. Welcome back, everybody. So the whole purpose of today is not to get out and ride and enjoy myself, but actually get some work done. Middletown Cycle told me not to come back. They don't want to deal with me anymore. You know, I'm someone that just wants my Spyder fixed correctly the first time. So I scheduled in with Middletown, called them in December, said, hey, this spring I'm going to schedule in. I got a couple repairs. We hashed everything out. I go to schedule in and I get the, we don't want your business. So it kind of sucks because, you know, you have a game plan. You know, they're not the best, but when the Spyder's in the shop, I was supposed to get a loaner. Who knows if I would ever get a loaner? So I'm moving on, and I called Ride One Power Sports in Springfield, Ohio. Told them my issue. They had a brand new service writer. I think it was like his first day or two. He seemed to be very nice on the phone. He's like, yeah, you know, no problem. We'll take care of you. You know, if you want to come in and sit down with us and talk, you know, that's fine. And that was last month. So now here we are, July 14th. And I finally made it there. And I'm scheduled in for August. I'm going to drop it off. Hopefully before we go to Florida. When I'm in Florida, they can be looking at it. That way I won't be off the Spyder too awful much. You know, I'm thinking 2 weeks at the most, hopefully. Welcome back, everybody. So I am coming to you from St. Augustine, Florida. Well, I'm actually coming to you from Butler Beach, which is just down the road from the city of St. Augustine Beach. I'm making a video on, you know, the most important part of owning a Can-Am Spyder is picking out the correct dealer that has a very good service department. I think that's more important than anything else. They have to have a good service department. It can make or break ownership of a Can-Am Spyder. And before we came on family vacation, I took my Can-Am Spyder into Ride One Power Sports in Springfield, Ohio. And this series is about my experiences with this new shop. So I thought it was going to be a pretty simple fix. The drive pulley was replaced, the transmission was replaced 25,000 miles ago, and I was having issues with the belt not running properly, the throttle was sticking, and I couldn't release the back seat. So I seriously thought, you know, it would be in there 2-3 weeks and I'd get the Spyder back and all would be good. And you know, yeah, I'd give up a couple weeks in the summer, but it, you know, it'd be okay. You know, I keep it maintained fairly decent. So I got a telephone call, and you know, I'm on vacation. They didn't leave a voice message, so I didn't know the area code, so I didn't answer it.
couple days later, I get another telephone call. Call the number back, and it's Ride One Power Sports. And they say, who installed that front drive pulley? I was like, Middletown Cycle when they replaced the transmission. Well, apparently, they installed it incorrectly. I want to keep it short and simple right now, or I want to try to keep it short and simple. So the front drive pulley will not come off the output shaft. They have tried many different things, and the last part they were going to try to cut it off. Well, BRP finally told them, you know, we're going to damage the transmission case anyway. Let's not pull the drive pulley off, and let's put a second transmission in my Can-Am Spyder. Fine and dandy. Now we got to put a transmission in it. You know, it is what it is. Transmission is a month and a half to 2 months out. Well, let me correct. The transmission is 4 to 6 weeks out. Once they get it, then they'll put it in the Spyder. So we're talking, I might get my Spyder back in October. It's August, I don't know, 17th? To think that another shop has screwed up so bad that I'm out of Spyder is it's more than upsetting, because, you know, nothing's going to happen to this other shop. You know, it is what it is for them. You know, I can put in a complaint, and I don't know if anything's going to happen. I mean, they're independently owned. BRP really can't do much to them, I don't think. So that's where we are. We're in a very gorgeous spot, and I try not to stress about my Spyder, but I know how important it is to find a good shop, because I've been burned by 3 shops already. I've been kicked out of 3 shops, told not to come back because I'm too difficult to deal with because of cases like this. You know, if you don't do your job right, I'm going to say something. You know, so it's just so important to make sure that, you know, you find a shop that is willing to work with you and understand. They need to understand, and you need to understand what you're expecting. You know, you just can't assume that they understand what you're thinking. You need to let them know, hey, this is what's going on, this is what I want fixed, can you fix it? And they should be able to come out and say, this is what we can do, and this is what we're going to do. I'm in talks with BRP right now. I've escalated it. You know, I'm hoping somehow I can get a loaner. But it's super early in. I mean, they didn't come out and say that I needed a new transmission until yesterday. So, it just blows my mind. I mean, that a shop can mess up so bad. I've had so many issues with that Spyder since the last shop touched it. But I don't want this to be a rant. This is simply to show, if you pick the wrong shop, if you pick the wrong dealer, this can happen. I mean, I'm not setting anybody up, but, you know, I took my Spyder into the shop thinking it was going to be a simple fix. And because I chose, no one chose for me, to buy the Spyder at the wrong dealer, this is some of the consequences, unfortunately. You know, and it's not fair and it sucks. And, you know, I would love to come back in a few days and say that Middletown Cycle stepped up and sent me a loaner like they promised when I bought it. If I had any issues, I'd get a loaner. They didn't the first 2 times, so I'm not expecting them to do it this time. You know, maybe BRP will get me that loaner. You know, I don't know yet. So, but this is where we stay when we come to vacation. It's a beautiful, beautiful spot. We stay at the Cruston House on Anastasia Island, 5 miles south of the city of St. Augustine Beach. And as you can see, there's nobody here. Absolutely nobody. And we have white sands, and it is paradise. And it's very sad that paradise can be shaken from a bad shop. So do your homework. It's so easy to get burnt. I mean, but you know, this is the first video in a series, and I'll try to make a video every 3 days or as I get information. I feel very confident with Ride One Power Sports. They've kept me up to date, and I feel I don't have any hesitation with them working on the Spyder. So on that, back to the video on, you gotta make sure you pick the right shop. Everybody stay safe, and hopefully I'll see you down the road.
So I talked with the tech, Steve. He seemed to be a pretty nice guy. Talked with the service writer, or the service manager. Said, you know, I've been kicked out of 3 shops. 3 dealerships have told me not to come back. You know, I don't want to go through that. I need to find a shop that, you know, is willing to fix the Spyder right the first time, and they have to be able to fix it better than me. I'm not a Spyder technician. You got to be able to fix it better than what I can do it. And not break it and put all the parts on it. You know, it's to me it's simple. But you know, to some of these shops, that's difficult. I mean, it really truly is. I'm gonna have them make sure the drive pulleys is in good shape. I don't want to go through that again. That was absolutely a cluster. If you guys are looking to get a Can-Am Spyder, do your research. I mean, jump online. I mean, there's so many reviews, and you know, go talk to them, see if they're a fit. You know, tell them straight up, I want to fix right the first time, or you know, I don't have a problem if you have something that comes in more important and I gotta get pushed to the back. I don't ride it that often. You know, as much information as you can give them, as much information as they can give you, it makes for a much pleasant experience. To be honest with you, if you told me I had to go to Florida tomorrow, I don't know if I would check anything out on this thing or not. I think I would just pack my gear and go. That's how confident I am in this product. So, you know, don't let the rants make you think that Can-Ams are not reliable. They are reliable. These 1330s with the 6-speed are absolutely amazing. I would almost call them bulletproof. So I'll let everybody know my experience with Ride One Power Sports. They seem to be some nice people. We'll see. Their showroom's big, it's clean. I like that. I walked around, I don't know, 20 minutes just in the showroom, just looking and feeling and cooling off from the hot ride before I went back to service. Super clean. It's bigger than what I thought it would be. So on that, everybody take it easy, stay safe, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Until next time, everybody, stay safe.